What's up guys, it's Trevor with Embers Living. Today you can see I have 5 products behind me. What does that mean? It means it's time for a brand new top 5 product review. This is a fan favorite. You guys love top 5 videos. Today we're doing top 5 pellet smokers. It's a lot different from the last one I did. A lot of new players. Some faces have disappeared. We'll say goodbye to some old friends. But I think you guys will be shocked to find out what the #1 pellet smoker is. Let's go. All right, don't forget, if you guys are in the Denver metro area, come to our showroom. You can check out all of our pellet smokers here for yourself. Also, if you're new to our channel, subscribe, do all the things that help us out a ton. Check out our awesome new golf channel. We'll include a link below. We put the golf products on a separate YouTube channel per your guys' request. Some of you guys love barbecue but don't love golf. Some of you guys love golf but don't love barbecue. I love both. That's why they're both in the store. Anyways, time to get down to the top 5. Now, I'm not gonna go through these crazy in depth because it'd be like an hour video. So I have full in-depth reviews of each one of these grills, like full 15-20 minute reviews of each grill. So we'll include links below if you want to watch the full review versus just the bullet points that we're going to go through in this video. So hopefully that'll help you. All right, coming in number 5. Okay, number 5 is this guy. Oh, goodness. This is number 5. We got the Weber Smokefire. Now, you guys give me a lot of hate about the Weber Smokefire. The truth is when it originally launched, there was problems with it. They did not do a good job with the original launch, and they had to come out with the 2nd gen model. Unfortunately, I don't think the Smokefire ever recovered from its bad rap when the initial one failed, which is a shame because I actually think it's a really good product. So what do we like about the Weber Smokefire? And each one sort of gets its own little niche little thing that I like about it. So what I love about this one is I think it's the best budget model. Now, it's still not a cheap pellet smoker. It's around $1,000 for the 4 series. But I think it's the best pellet smoker made around that $1,000 mark. And there's a bunch of reasons why. One is it's the only one this affordable that's American made. So how's this saying go? Popularity comment? No, no. Anyways. A lot of people think it's China made. Some of Weber's products are. This one is not. This is made outside of Chicago. So it's one of the most affordable pellet smokers that is made in the United States. By the way, 3 out of our top 5 are US made products. Okay, so check this out. I love the finish. I think this finish will always hold up. You guys have always seen my scratch test. So check that out. Put my wedding ring on there. This is a baked on enamel from the factory in Chicago, and it's just gonna last. It's really gonna hold up aesthetically. Now also, it does have Wi-Fi control, so I do like that. The hopper is in the back, and they did add a hopper clean out down here so we can change our pellet flavoring if we want to. I really like their grease clean out. I think they have one of the better grease clean out options. It's really easy access on the front. And then I like sort of these bars here that really give that lid a lot of stability. So if the wind were to hyperextend this thing or you were to hyperextend it, it's not really going anywhere. Outside of that, it's fairly basic. Another thing I like is that it can get up to 600 degrees. So it does get hotter than most pellet smokers. So it does do a good job for searing and things like that. I do recommend an aluminum pan. The one thing knock I have on this grill is they use the same flavorizer bars that go in their gas grills, and these protect gas grill burners. So I don't think they're the right fit in a pellet smoker. That's just me. Now, it's not bad enough to make it a bad product. I would put like an aluminum foil or something over that, just so you don't have direct flame or ash coming out. That's something people have complained about. Actually, I'll show you this here. So they sell like these wet smoke kits. I would line these up all along the bottom, fill them up with water or something so you can keep moisture in your burn area, especially when you're cooking for a long time. I wish it was designed different, but that's a really easy fix. So anyways, an American-made smoker for $1,000 with Wi-Fi that gets hot and can sear and has a good warranty and good support by Weber. pretty easy no-brainer why it's in the top 5. All right, should we move to number 4? Okay, coming in at number 4. You guys saw, I gave it away. You saw me walking towards the Traeger. So this is the new Traeger Ironwood series. We'll be doing a video of this versus the Timberline. I think the new Ironwood is actually a much better buy than the Timberline in my opinion. I think it's they're sort of their sweet spot. They kind of have good, better, best. So they have the Pro Series, which I think is not featured in the top 5 because I think that's in the price point of the Weber, and I think the Weber's a little bit better product than the Traeger on the Pro Series. Then they have the Ironwood and the Timberline. The Timberline being the most expensive, and the Ironwood sort of being right in the middle. So this has a lot of the same features as the Timberline, but literally half the price. Okay, so what is the unique thing about Traeger? Now this is gonna sound silly, but my favorite thing about the Traegers is their Wi-Fi system. They have the best Wi-Fi, they have the best app, and some of the other smokers you can control remotely, but it's the easiest to do on Traeger. Now, I don't know the exact situation that Traeger has, but they have some sort of patent with what's going on in the cloud. Beats me how you have a patent in the cloud, but somehow they do. So their stuff is the easiest to use on Wi-Fi and control your smoker remotely. So I got it. Traeger wins the award for Wi-Fi usage and Wi-Fi capabilities, in my opinion. But what else we like about Traeger is they have a built-in pellet sensor. They have this new rail system where all your different accessories and tools can universally attach to the rail system, which I really like. And then, of course, this is the XL, which gives us generous cooking space. And it sort of has this new body construction that we reviewed in the Timberline, and their new grease management system with the bucket down below, with the double lined hood, with the gasket system. I think if you're in the market for a Traeger and you want the brand Traeger, the Ironwood is the sweet spot. So that's why the Ironwood comes in at number 4. Again, if you want to watch the full review where I fully disassemble this thing, we'll include links below. Okay, coming in at number 3. What's number 3, you think?
Coyote.
Chris is right, the Coyote. Let's talk about the Coyote. Okay, this is the Coyote. What do we love about Coyote? Well, again, I think I'm gonna tell you what's unique to each one of these. This grill right here is the best pellet smoker if you want the capabilities of a built-in into an outdoor kitchen island that's affordable. So it's gonna be a little bit more expensive than some of the other grills out there. However, it's a nice, clean, polished grill that looks like a gas grill. You can take it off the cart and actually have it a true built-in pellet smoker. There's not that many brands out there that do a true built-in. You guys are probably asking, hey, where's our friend Memphis at? Well, Memphis did not make the cut. They upped their prices, moved from the United States to China, and started charging more for it. And so we've had a huge drop off in Memphis sales they've never really added any value to their products in a long time. And I think they're really lacking in innovation, even though I like the actual product itself. And Coyote has really dominated those sales. So this is a China-made grill, but it is a great value. So that's sort of what you're getting with it. So what else do we like besides the ability that we can do built-in? Well, one, it has spring-assisted hood, which I really like. So this hood is super lightweight. Another thing I really like is we have laser cut grates. So I actually really like these stainless cooking grates that are in here. And then also we have an insert for direct flame. So we can get up to 700 degrees and then cook over direct fire if we want. If not, it comes with the adapter for this to be solid. So you can just use it like a traditional low and slow smoker as well. And then we also have these guys that move in and out, these little tray holders. So we basically have 3 tiers of trays. So I really like that for jerky, things like that. We have the gasket material as well. And then let me plug this guy in. Also has interior lighting, which I really like. Oh, also let's talk about the hopper, front load hopper. So that's super easy and convenient and hides away really nice. All right, let's turn the lights on. Let me unlock it. I really like their touch control system too. No Wi-Fi on this grill. If there's one thing I would complain about, it's that we don't have Wi-Fi. But honestly, it's a really, really good value for what you get. So Memphis, another grill we'll get to in the top 5 here, they're pretty pricey. So the fact that we can do a full built-in pellet smoker with interior lights, spring-assisted hood, laser cut grates, full control board, it's a pretty stinking good value for what you get. The only thing it's really missing is Wi-Fi. This is the Coyote. Should we go to number 2? Number 2 coming in is the Pits and Spits. So backstory behind this guy, last year's top 5 video when we did it, how many comments do you think there was about Pits and Spits not being in our top 5, Chris?
So many, I don't even know.
Hundreds. We got the point, guys. It's in the top 5 now. We hadn't worked with them in the past, that's why they weren't in the top 5. But we set it up and did a full review of it last week. Now I know what you guys are talking about. This thing is the real deal. The only reason it's not ranked number 1 is because number 1 it's insane. The grill we're gonna show you for number 1, it's ridiculous. But this thing, I would say it's the best overall pellet smoker if you don't care about thrills or looks or, I mean, it looks good, but if all you care about is functionality, this thing is the real deal. So basically my conclusion in my video is it's way too overbuilt, way too over-engineered, and it's essentially, in my opinion, a offset smoker with a pellet motor and auger in it. I mean, it functions like an offset smoker. So these are like offset smoker, real deal Texas-made cooking grates, welded, hand-welded cooking grates that slide in and out, which I love that functionality. This slides out as well, and I love the fact that these slide out so we can easily spray our food, or if we wanted to add stuff to it, put it back in. Comes with a crazy griddle. This griddle, I'm not joking, has to weigh like, oh my gosh, probably 50 pounds. It does have an insert in here so we can cook over direct fire. Gets up to 600 degrees. Front shelf comes standard. And again, it's a no frills grill, so it just kind of sits in there. That's the only thing that's a little wonky about it, but there's not really any moving parts. You can see it's just plain old welded on there and just sits in there. But I mean, look at those wheels. It's got like Harley Davidson hog wheels. This looks like a shutoff valve for a fire hydrant. And this is just for your grease. I mean, got like a 1-inch diameter. I mean, gas shutoff valve. I mean, that's insane. This hand welded chimney top is way too overkill. I mean, this thing is like rock solid. So it's just like it's a tank, like it's a Hummer. It's the Hummer of pellet smokers, in my opinion. I mean, we've got these huge handles right here to move this bad dog around. Number 1 comments we got was people asking us to cook on it, so we will be cooking on this in the future during the summer as it continues to warm up, and we'll be doing some awesome videos cooking. But overall, it's just a tank. Everything about it is American made. Actually, we called it Texas made because they do everything bigger in Texas, and it's completely overkill, completely unnecessary, but they did it anyways. I mean, what else would you expect from something from Texas? See, I can't even steer this thing. I don't even know. I'm trying to parallel park it. Need like it's the opposite of Tesla. It's a no thrills, doesn't park itself. Anyways, should we get to number 1? Okay, the grill I'm about to show you. The way I would describe that this was built, and I really like products that are built this way because it's definitely very fun to see what the best product can be that exists, is it seems like when they designed this pellet smoker, whoever was in charge of developing it said, make me the best pellet smoker that exists, period. I don't care what it costs, build me the best thing that exists. I think that's awesome. I think that's really fun to see what people are capable of or what we can get in the marketplace. A lot of times, I've been involved with some manufacturers where they're purposely putting inferior stuff in it because they have to hit a certain price point. So their goal isn't to necessarily make the best products, it's to meet the best product make the best products that's gonna, reach the masses. This grill is not a grill, I warn you, it's not a grill designed for the masses. It's a grill designed to be the best grill ever. You ready? You guys have seen me review this already. It's the $10,000 Twin Eagles. $10,000 pellet smoker. You say, what makes it worth $10,000? Well, I'd love to tell you. Let's talk about it. So it really has a lot in common with the Pits and Spits and the Coyote. Now, what do I mean by that? It has in common with the Pits and Spits that it's over-engineered. It's just way too overkill. And what it has in common with the Coyote is you can see it's like a cleaned up, polished looking type gas grill. And again, we can do a cart or like a full built-in model if you want to put it in a full outdoor kitchen. It's the anti-Pits and Spits in the sense that they care about pretty. They care about, curb appeal. So you can see it's a very attractive grill, but that doesn't mean it's not way too over-engineered as well. So what do we love about this thing? Well, again, it's an American-made grill, all 304 stainless. Every bit of this grill. Do we have any magnets around here, Chris? I have one on my mic, but I'm using it. So I'll show you a little magnet test. So you can tell it's high-quality stainless steel when none of the steel is magnetic. So like literally, I did this in the full-length video. Every inch of this grill is 304 stainless steel. Like none of this stainless is magnetic. Like even the handles, like nothing is. So it's made of the highest quality stainless steel in America. Also, it's got a front load hopper section. You can see our pellets are actually in here. And like the Coyote, it also has a built-in light. So let's turn the lights on. Okay, so there's our lighting. And the cooking grates, same thing, solid 304 construction, just insanely built. But here's what's really cool. It's one of the only pellet smokers that offers an integrated rotisserie system. So not only does it have a rotisserie system, but see how thick this is? It's because it's a drivetrain or a chain-driven rotisserie system. So we don't have a big hunky motor. So it's got a hidden rotisserie system. It's got American-made 304 stainless grates. It has built-in Wi-Fi. And then I think my favorite feature about this grill also gets up to 700 degrees, by the way, is this. Check this out. So we can take this out. And do you know what that is in there? That is a charcoal tray. So this is like one of the most insane features I've seen on a pellet smoker and my favorite thing about it. So like at my house, I don't have a pellet smoker right now, but I do have like a standalone like Kamado charcoal grill. I love cooking on charcoal on the weekends, but I don't like cooking on charcoal during the week because I don't have enough time after work usually. That's where this comes in pretty awesome. It's basically a pellet smoker and a charcoal grill. It's one of the only pellet smokers I've seen that can do charcoal. So it's designed in a way where we can fill this up with charcoal, our charcoal tray, but here's the coolest part, is we can turn the fan on, you know, that intake air for your burn pot. We can turn just the fan on without using any pellets, and it's gonna blow air into our charcoal tray for easy startup. So not only can it cook on charcoal, but you basically have a free startup feature that will get that charcoal going really easy by pumping oxygen into the charcoal burn pot, more or less. And we tried it, Chris, huh? Let's cut to the footage and show you what it looks like, the charcoal smoker. So this grill is awesome. Is it worth $10,000? That's for you to decide. Obviously in an outdoor kitchen, if you're doing a $50,000, $60,000 outdoor kitchen, which believe it or not, we have a lot of clients that do that, this is the pellet smoker you want in an outdoor kitchen. It's definitely the best. And if you want like an all-in-one machine, I think the biggest problem with pellet smokers is they don't get hot enough. They're kind of an all-in-one, and usually the way I say what pellet smokers are is they're a jack of all trades, master of none. You know what I mean? Like they do a little bit of everything, but they don't like do everything awesome. But they do everything serviceable. This does everything awesome. Like if you want to go low and slow, brisket, pellet smoker, you got it. You want to get it up to 700 degrees and have it cook like a gas grill, you got it. If you want it to look pretty in your outdoor kitchen, it does it. If you want interior lighting, it has it. If you want Wi-Fi, it has it. If you want to rip charcoal at 1,000 degrees, it has it. Like it literally does everything. And I think it looks phenomenal. So I think it's the best pellet grill made. Of course, it's not everybody's cup of tea. Not everyone's in the market for a $10,000 pellet grill. But if you are, does it have rotisserie? It's got it. Like it has everything. So This is the best of the best. And that's the only reason Pits and Spits wasn't ranked #1. I'm sure you guys are gonna give me flack. Why isn't Pits and Spits #1? Look at this thing. That's what I'm saying. So that's my review. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you're in the Denver, Colorado area, come to our showroom today. We'll see you guys next time.